Hey, I figured something that might be useful for anyone that was interested in jumping on that Buy Me a Coffee website and ordering a video of me is maybe for you to see kind of what I do. Essentially, it's this: I sit in my house and I'll tell you a story. It's simple as that. It's really easy. I'm going to tell you about one of my favourite figures from Scottish history just now. I want to tell you about a guy called William McGonagall. Okay, now William McGonagall is buried in Greyfriars Kirkyard in Edinburgh. He is pretty well known to be the inspiration for the name of Minerva McGonagall in the Harry Potter series. Greyfriars being the graveyard closest to the Elephant House Cafe. Also, J.K. Rowling has walked in there. You also find Tom Riddle in that graveyard. McGonagall is my favourite though, mainly because out of all the Harry Potter names that you can see in that graveyard, he was the most famous. And that's because he was a poet. A terrible, terrible poet. He was known for being possibly the worst poet of all time in the English language. He thought he was brilliant though. He actually wrote a letter to Queen Victoria. Said, "Hey Queen Vic, it's me, Bill McGonagall. Hi, I'd like to be the poet laureate, the royal poet." He got a letter back from the palace, not from the Queen, from the palace. Said, "Dear Mr. McGonagall, stop writing to the Queen. Good day." Took that letter in his hand. He's like, "Oh my God, the Queen wants me to go and see her." So he walked from his house in Dundee to Balmoral Castle. It's a 3-day hike. Knocked at the gatehouse. Gatekeeper opened it, read the letter, and he was like, "Oh, honey, you are not going to see the Queen, not today. But tell you what, you've come all this way. I don't want it to be for nothing. Why don't you read me some poetry? Maybe I'll tell the Queen about it. Maybe she'll come and see you later." And William McGonagall refused. He said, "No, I get paid for my poetry. I'm not giving you a free rendition here." Luckily though, I am not William McGonagall. I am not going to charge you to hear some of his incredible poetry. So I'm now going to recite to you one of his poems, Edinburgh. I feel that's quite appropriate, right? I bet none of you thought this was going to happen when the coronavirus started, eh? Oh, we'll all be self-isolating while we watch some wee Scottish guy sitting in his house reading poetry at us. Well, here we are. Beautiful city of Edinburgh, where the tourist can drown his sorrow by viewing your monuments and statues fine during the lovely summer time. I'm sure it will his spirits cheer as Sir Walter Scott's monument he draws near, that stands in East Prince's Street amongst flowery gardens fine and neat. And Edinburgh Castle is magnificent to be seen, with its beautiful walks and trees so green, which seems like a fairy dell, and nearby its rocky basement is St. Margaret's Well, where the tourist can drink at when he feels dry, and view the castle from beneath so very high, which seems almost towering to the sky. Then as for Nelson's monument, that stands on the Calton Hill, as the tourist gazes thereon, with wonder his heart does fill, as he thinks on Admiral Nelson, who did the Frenchman kill. Then as for Salisbury Crags, they are most beautiful to be seen, especially in the month of June when the grass is green. There numerous molehills can be seen. Yeah, needless to say, he did not become Scotland's Poet Laureate, but his memory lives on. I've got the complete collected works of William McGonagall right here in the house. You can find all his poems online for free. You should. You can join the William McGonagall Society. Don't. But you should definitely look him up and have a laugh. I love McGonagall. We're still talking about him 118 years after he died. And if you ever get to Edinburgh, or if you're in Edinburgh and you want to go for a nice little wander, head into Greyfriars and you will be able to find his grave right near the back beside George Heriot's School. Thanks. So yeah, that's kind of it. If you know anyone that would be interested in getting things like that, just little stories here and there, I've got a whole bunch of them. Jump onto the link that's in this tweet, and yeah, I'll be sending them out all day because that's what I do for work now. Thanks.